Hi, this is Lindsay, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Liz Colburn, host of The Morning Uplift here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you are done with this episode, I hope you'll come back and check out my show, The Morning Uplift, where we talk about finding your beauty in the journey. A new show comes out twice a month on the first and third Mondays. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of The Morning Uplift. Thank you again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Self-care, caring for your body, your mind, your spirit, is your greatest and grandest responsibility in this life. It's about listening to your needs of your soul and honoring them. There's only one corner of the universe where you can be certain of improving forever and for life to come, and that's your own self. Isn't that awesome? You are the one thing that you have control over in this world. You are the one thing that you can be positive and uplifting with. You are the one thing that you can care for unconditionally and make a huge impact in this world with. Isn't that awesome? And you are the one person that gets to have control over that 100% of the time. And so today we're going to be talking about the 5 dimensions of self-care. Good morning, Janice. I'm so glad you're with us. And Sarah too. Man, jumping on all over. Thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to Public House Media. Welcome to Choose to Rise. It is a Friday here that you're live with me, and I am so excited to be here with you. I am also just super pumped and excited. I'm a little late getting on because I was celebrating so many fun women in our Together We Rise Facebook group. We are working through a lifting program right now, and they were like, man, leg day was hard. I was like, yep, it was. But they feel so accomplished, and they feel so strong, and they feel so just alive after doing it. And so I was taking some extra time with them this morning, celebrating their hard work, celebrating some successes that people have had over the last of the few months here where we've been doing this program, and it's been so rewarding and so fun to go on this journey with them. And I am really honored and blessed that they chose me to be their coach. And I would really be honored and blessed if you would choose to be part of us as well. We're always open. My registration for my November group is open already, and there's a few spots left. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a message and let's get you rocking and rolling with that. But today I want to talk to you about, that's a little side plug. Today I want to talk to you about the 5 dimensions of self-care and how important they are for all areas of your life. It's not just about getting a workout in. It's not just about eating well. It's about all areas of your life. The 5 dimensions of self-care include physical, intellectual, social, spiritual, and emotional aspects. And incorporating activities from each of those dimensions into your life means that you're nourishing every area of your life and getting the best results out of who you are and who God's made you to be. And you're going to get the best self-care when you hit all of these areas and not just a couple. So you can work out all the time. You can, push play every day. You can go for a run every day. You can push your body to the max in that physical self-care area. That includes fitness, that includes sleep, that includes, how well you manage your stress, it's, dental, medical checkups, all of those things, all those parts are into physical piece, and you can work out constantly. You can push your body and push yourself to the absolute max. But if you're not taking care of yourself in the other areas as well, none of that's going to work, right? I've seen women, I've seen men, I've seen all kinds of people from all shapes and sizes work so hard physically and really push themselves, running marathons, like going hard all the time to really push themselves physically. But because they're not taking care of themselves nutritionally, because they're not taking care of their mindset, because they're not taking care of their spirit and their heart, it all comes flooding back. And you can't get rid of all the negativity until you really get rid of all the negativity. It's kind of like, ants on your counter. We've had this experience this past summer. We went camping, we came home, and all of a sudden we had ants. And you can wipe away the spills from the counter. You can try to like wipe away and clean off the counter as well as you want. But until you find the root source, until you find the place where they're really coming in at, or really get to the main verse here and cover all areas of the ants, they're gonna keep coming back. And the same thing happens with your weight. The same thing happens with your mindset. The same thing happens with the negativity in your life. You have to find the absolute source of it and get rid of that. Or like those pesky dandelions, right? You can pluck the flower. You make sure they don't go to seed. You can, but you dig until you dig up the root. It's gonna keep coming back. So that physical self-care includes all areas of managing stress, of your diet, of your sleep, of your physical working out, all of those things, making sure they're all in check. But also the other areas of self-care, which are like the next one is intellectual. Intellectual self-care involves your personal growth, continuous pursuit for learning and education and engaging in new things, practicing mindfulness and really having a positive mindset, really digging into positive self-care with podcasts and like this one and other great ones like the School of Life and the Quote of the Day and other amazing ones here on Public House Media like Rewritten and Your Life Matters and the Morning Uplift. I mean, there's so many amazing podcasts right here on Public House Media that can help and support and encourage you. But making sure that you're taking time every single day for personal growth and taking time every single day for personal development is so important. When I started this journey, I really thought all I needed to do was push play and work out and maybe cut out some sweets. But what I really found out over time is that I needed to change my mindset as much as I needed to change my physical attributes as well. The third dimension of self-care is social self-care, which involves a supportive network of people who you can turn to when you need uplifting news, when you need guidance, when you need someone to talk to. Those social connections help create a sense of belonging and acceptance. And I am so glad that I have that as well, and I can offer it to you as well too. I just talked about at the very beginning, our Together We Rise group is all about that. That's that social self-care, which involves a supportive network of people. These women are coming from all over the state, all over the country. They come from all walks of life, all stages of life, but yet we all have a common goal in that we want to improve ourselves. We want to improve our mindsets. We want to improve our bodies. We want to improve our strength in body and mind. We are looking for progress over perfection, and we really just want a sense of belonging and a sense of acceptance, and really finding that with a group of people that are moving in the same direction as us is always a good thing. So that social self-care involves, finding that network of people that are supporting you. The fourth dimension of self-care is spiritual self-care, which involves the beliefs and values that help guide your life. This includes practices that help nourish your soul, seek understanding, and explore your spiritual life. For me, I have an amazing church family that I plug into every Sunday. And if I can't get there physically in person, I listen to the podcast of the sermon. I dive deep into my devotional every day. I journal about that. I really find prayer time and quiet time to get connected with my Maker, because I have found that, you haven't always convinced me of this, but as I found that the more I am in line with him and the purpose he has for me and the plans that he has for me, it's a lot easier to swim. So I kind of think of like Finding Nemo when the dad is, I can't think of his name right now, but he's like trying to get to Nemo, right? He's swimming and swimming and swimming and he's taking forever. And then he finds the turtles. And where are the turtles? They're in that stream, right? That like the Atlantic, whatever, like they're getting into that, and then it moves them so much faster through life. And I feel like that's when you find that the turtles are kind of like that group of that social awareness, that group of people that are going to support you, that network. It's like finding them, and then being in that stream is like connecting to God, connecting to whoever your Maker is, whatever your faith is. But for me, it's God. And when I connect to him and I get into that stream of amazingness with him, more things come into alignment, more things happen in my life, because I'm following his plan and what he's put me on this earth to do. And the fifth dimension of self-care is emotional self-care, which involves awareness of your feelings and your emotions, dealing with the stress positively, and cultivating a sense of compassion and kindness and love for others, and of course yourself as well. So emotional self-care really involves those things of being aware of what's happening and why it's happening, and dealing with the emotions that are there and not just suppressing them or putting them aside. I was talking with a good friend the other day. I've been kind of in a funk the last couple weeks, and I was talking to her and she was like, before you started this journey, you wouldn't understand why you feel this way. I was like, right? Now I know that it's, these things from my past. Now I know it's, the different experiences that I've had, or the lack of experiences that I've had, or I know specifically why I'm feeling this way. And I need to go deal with those situations. I need to forgive. I need to, find acceptance in myself. I need to stop comparing. I need to do all these other things. And I am a broken person, right? We all are broken individuals living in a broken world. But the more we can align to Him, the more we can find a network of support that's going to help support us, the more that we can deal with the things that are happening in our life and get really connected to compassion and kindness, and find love for ourselves and who we are, and forgive ourselves, find that spiritual self-care that's going to help us with our beliefs and our values and being aligned with our God. Have social self-care where we are involved in a supportive network of people that's helping and getting us going. Doing really good intellectual care where we're personally growing and connecting and continuing to learn and to grow, and to really taking care of our physical selves. When we can put all 5 of those dimensions in play and all 5 of them are working on them, making progress in each of those areas every day, that's when we really have an amazing life and you can really be proud of who you are and what you're becoming. So I hope that these 5 dimensions of self-care, physical, intellectual, social, spiritual, and emotional, are all areas that you can start incorporating something in your day to improve your life, to nourish these areas of your life, and to really ultimately get better at self-care so that you can be a better person for the world and have a better impact on the people that you're around and you're serving. So thanks so much for joining me today. I'm so glad that you came and pushed play. I'm so glad that you came and watched live. I appreciate you so much being here. It's a lot more fun when there's people live on the podcast. And if you are watching live here, I really appreciate, or if you're watching later, we have lots of people that watch the video later too. If you would just go to that button on the left and hit share and send it out to other people to hear this message as well, I would greatly appreciate this. We grow because other people tell. It's kind of a word of a mouth kind of thing. And we're always looking for sponsorship. So if you know someone or a company or a business that aligns with the values here of Choose to Rise, I would love for you to shoot them a message or have them shoot us a message and get connected. And also, if you just share this word of mouth, that helps so much as well. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope that you have a fabulous day. And if you are ever wanting to be a part of our Together We Rise group, if you're ever wanting to be a part of something bigger here, or if you really you love Choose to Rise, this is something I forgot about. If you really love Choose to Rise and you want some swag, or you want to show your appreciation or your fan of Choose to Rise, there is a Choose to Rise swag shop where you can get t-shirts and hats and phone covers and cups and hats and all kinds of fun stuff that says Choose to Rise on it. And so if you are interested in that, you can head to our Public House Media website and go to the shop area there. I'll maybe try to drop the link below this video, and you can go there and get some cool stuff. So I would appreciate any ratings, reviews that you can give on Apple Podcasts, but most importantly, just sharing this into the world, helping other people know about Choose to Rise, and coming back here again and again. I will be here with you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I'm so glad that you're here with me. Next week, we'll be talking about self-care checklists, and so seeing what it is that you're working on and what it is that you can do better at. All right, thanks for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous weekend and have a good start to next week as well. Talk to you later. Bye.